Hello, viewers. Welcome to October series of our podcasts. My name is Deepak, and we have Mr. Jayant and Mr. Hussain from Arcos Interiors in-house today, with over 10 plus years of experience in the field of architecture and interior design, spanning across India and the UAE. Welcome aboard, both of you.
Thank you, Deepak, for having us. Looking forward to having a good discussion with you today.
So, can you tell us about your journey? What has been your inspiration to take up the interior space and architectures? What has been through your thick and thin in your business journey? What inspired you the most to be taking these business as a genre?
As an architect, I was working in a firm, but I really crave for the freedom to create and shape spaces. And I think we both had a shared vision, and that inspired us to start on our own. It's been more than 10 years now, and it's not been without any challenges. We have had challenges, but ultimately the promise of having a beautiful project completed and seeing the smiles on the client face, I think that's something that really pushes us beyond all these challenges.
Excellent. And my client has been in complete awe. The moment you design the space on the go in front of the client, the way they spoke to you and you just drew the space and shared, you just were able to put them into the space as they speak. It was tremendous. I mean, not just for the sake of speaking, but the client was in complete appreciation of your work.
Thank you. That's the ultimate appreciation, right?
Definitely.
That's what we work for. It's not about designing something that we all love. It's ultimately something very personal for the client.
Definitely.
And
it's collaborative. As in, we sit with the client, we understand what they want, and we given our inputs on what exactly understanding of what we give our inputs on what exactly we want by particular work.
so I think we are more like directors of a project. There's a script that the client has. We need to understand and give clarity on how the script should be. And then we need to coordinate with multiple people to ensure that the final output comes as like how the client wanted. And of course, also satisfying our creative urge.
Definitely.
Business owner again gives you this opportunity to actually direct the entire thing, as he said.
Correct.
Everything is in your control.
Correct.
You can bring in multiple vendors, choose which one to use for the project.
Correct.
So there are a lot of things in our hand which we can do.
Drives you through this. Yes. Looking back, was there a point or a break-even point or a turning point where you felt now the business is ready to take international? What was your thought then, and what gave you the inspiration to take it international?
So when we started in 2014, it was just the two of us. And slowly over the years, our team has grown bigger, and now the workflow is more seamless. The team understands it's all in collaboration together. Now this gives me the freedom and the liberty to expand into new markets rather than having it like a forced situation.
Definitely.
We felt that, we spent the correct amount of time setting up the process. So now we are confident that we have a process in hand which will work anywhere. So I think it's about time we found.
So basically, you built system.
Yes, exactly.
That is working right now for you guys in India.
Yes.
And you want to take it internationally.
Exactly.
Adaptable. Yes. Amazing. Architecture today is very much is inspired by or impacted by sustainability products, your lifestyle, and a lot of AI that comes in. How does Arcos integrate these into your project deliverables?
So at Arcos, we always believe in designing projects which are relevant to the context and the surroundings. So we want to ensure that what we do blends in with the rest of the environment and doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. So that's built in our DNA. We don't necessarily, it is a part of our basic design ethos. And with regards to AI, I think
we would say we do not consider them as a threat to our jobs as it's being projected now. We more consider them to be our allies because we get things done faster. It's at certain stages where we require fast inputs. So we definitely consider AI as an ally and not a threat. So it's definitely going to develop. So looking forward to how it's final.
A friendly tool for your architecture space.
It's more of a tool for us to work more effectively. So I think that's what we look at it, and we can't run away from it. We have to embrace what is coming, and I think the faster we adapt to technology, I think the better that we can thrive in the market.
It's more about what's the questions that we ask. I mean, it helps you a lot in the initial stages in research and all that. So definitely AI is a very good ally.
Nice, good one. When you mentioned about the workload, the workforce, etc., and you also mentioned that you've got an increasing number of people joining you guys. I'm sure Gen Z is a part of your ecosystem now. And how do you look at Gen Z as candidates coming in, and also Gen Alpha? I know they've got huge talent, but with the erratic movement from their side as well, how do you handle these?
So I think from our side, we have our due diligence, we have an interview, we understand what are the skill sets that they have, and it's only when they meet a certain parameters that we get them on board. And of course, with any fresher, I think that first 1 year is about hand-holding, giving them direction, making them understand what actual practical architecture practice is about. And I think once they get into the groove of our office environment, beyond that, it's quite easy. We know how to extract work, and we give them the space for them to be creative as well.
Okay.
I have to add here because they have their own ways to get things done smart.
Correct.
We never know about a few tools or something. I don't know where they look at it, but they have their ways to find how to get things done smart.
So yeah, it is a win-win. If you get the right people on board.
That may be a learning from them.
Amazing. So you guys have got a vast range of portfolio of projects, ranging from villas, apartments, to schools, hospitals, restaurants, and factories as well, as I hear. So amongst all of this, what has been the most challenging or the most interesting project which tingles a lot of with your memories?
Yeah. So I would definitely say there's one thing that stands out for them. This is the Old Kent resorts that we designed at Cook.
Yep.
So this was actually an expansion project. I mean, the core was a heritage British bungalow which dated back to early 19th century. So, so our scope here was to build around it, expand the resort, to build rooms around it, so that it should fit within the context. It should not go out of sync with the building, the main building. And also there are a lot of terrain constraints. The contour was very steep. And we had challenges with respect to the design context, the terrain, and also how we took the material up.
Definitely.
And expand, but of course, at the end, we enjoyed the adventurous journey through this project, and it's recently opened, and we're very happy with how it's come out. So the major process was filtering out what shouldn't come into the project into the design process. So we feel that we have put in our best efforts and it come out as we expected.
Definitely. Congratulations to the Arcos team for such a wonderful...
I think, so this project, what I would like to add is, more than the challenges, we're talking about sustainable, right?
Yeah.
This whole project was a sustainability exercise for us. So this was about restoring a historic project, at the same time bringing in all the modern infrastructure that is required. So maintaining that old world charm, that colonial charm of the theme of the project, at the same time ensuring that all the modern amenities are there that you'll find in any resort. That was a challenge that I think we were able to tackle, and with that fusion that it's created is something that we're really proud of.
Excellent. What kind of traditions have you built at Arcos to keep the creativity alive? Because yours is a creativity built stable organization.
So our work culture is basically about creating a fun, lively, very collaborative atmosphere. So we, irrespective of the seniority, even if it's an intern, we encourage to have lively discussions, bouncing out ideas with each other. So I think giving that mind space to everyone fuels the creativity, and I think that is ultimately the most important aspect of an architecture practice.
To add to that, we ensure that every member is aware of every part, every part of the process. So anyone at any time can handle anything. That's the thing that we're trying to establish, and we are evolving towards it. Hopefully it.
So why Dubai? What made you feel that Dubai should be the next big destination for your business journey?
So Dubai, or I would say UAE itself, is the natural hub right now for global exposure.
Definitely.
It actually gives us access to the rest of the Middle East. So this was the bigger.
It's a bigger market for us.
So,
I think the speed, both in opportunities and also the outcome, the execution, I think that's something that really surprises us. And of course, Dubai is a market that rewards quality and professionalism.
any role model, mentor, or even a philosopher that you look at who has helped you in making a long-lasting impact in your business journey that you have taken along in your stride and helped you make you a business leader now?
So I think what we learned is not just from big architects that we've looked up to, but also people that we've worked with, people we worked under.
Okay.
So one thing that I notice as a common ethos that we also look to follow is creating designs with empathy. It's not about just being creative, but also the responsibility, the context for the client, for the urban setup, for the surrounding. I think this is something that we really hold strong to.
I would add, you should be truthful to what you're approaching. An honest approach to what the design is about, and not purely about adding the visual impact. It all should be organic.
For young individuals and business owners looking to expand internationally to places like Dubai, what is your piece of advice? What should be their focus point, if you can throw some light on them?
So I think the most important factor to consider would be adaptability. One size won't fit all. So you can't export the model that you have here and expect it to work in Dubai or any other market for the matter. So it's about understanding the local market, understanding that there should be a context to the product that you're trying to deliver and cater to that local market. I think that is the most important aspect for any young entrepreneur.
When you look at the future, both from the perspective of your business in Dubai and from personally as well, what excites you the most about being in Dubai?
So I'm really excited about steering Arcos as a design brand, which always reinvents. Dubai being a market for innovation, it offers us a canvas to really, push the boundaries. Now, every project is a new narrative, a new challenge, which we really want to overcome and create very impactful design. I think this whole evolution and retaining the creativity and at the same time being adaptable to the local conditions is something that excites me.
And that brings us to the end of our podcast. A big thank you to Arcos team for showing us how creativity and craftsmanship look like.
Thank you, Deepak, for having us.
Thank you.
It was indeed a wonderful podcast, and I hope we have more sessions together.
Definitely, and all the very best for coming on board in Dubai for your business. Looking forward for great projects from your side.
Together, definitely. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you.